Let's talk about another team from the Eastern Division of the other conference that is almost as bad right now as the Cowboys, but not quite. Let's hear Matthew Slater, special teams captain, longtime fixture of the Patriots franchise, Monday Night Patriots show on NBC Sports Boston, talking about issues with the Patriots as of right now.
I think that there were times last night where we let the attitude and effort part slip away from us. That's never acceptable. So I think we're going to have to make sure we are on that each and every play, never taking anything for granted. I mean, we're so blessed to be able to play this game, and we owe it to the game to go out and pay the respect that is due and approach this thing the right way.
Attitude and effort. Was attitude and effort ever a problem for the Patriots during the last 20 years? Was attitude and effort ever an issue during the time that you were locked in the closet up there working for the team?
No, never. I mean, you're right. You don't ever hear those type of words, from the New England Patriots. Again, that's why I'll go into, out of all the teams with COVID and everything like that, I'll make more excuses for New England because their greatest asset is their damn head coach, who's the genius of all geniuses. And the fact that he hasn't been able to keep this team, under his thumb or whatever else all the time to where he can always nitpick and adjust and do everything like that, it's really hurt them. And it hurt them on Sunday, of course, where they were overwhelmed by a more intense, physical more talented San Francisco 49ers football team.
At what point does he just accept the fact that this isn't the year, that it's not going to work? He's not going to be able to coach the way he wants to. He can't have the meetings the way that he does. All of the things that worked for him in the past, he's just not able to do them this year. We didn't see a whole lot of fire from him in the aftermath of the loss to the 49ers.
No.
There was no on to Cincinnati moment. There was no defiance. There was none of that stuff that would be indicative of that pushback on those rare occasions in the past when we see the Patriots on the ropes. I just wonder if he's just getting worn out by all of this stuff.
Well, he's got a lot of new parts, got a young, a new quarterback, thing like that, where I think, first off, he might not want to be that way with this football team, realizing he might not have the right leadership there or whatever that would react the right way. Maybe staying a little bit more positive with this football team right now, just to build some confidence within them. That would be but they'll never quit, Mike. They'll never. He will never. The coaching staff up there, at no point. They'll continue even with, these curveballs they're being thrown by, like you're talking about with the Zoom meetings and all that. The one thing you can count on is they will continue to dissect their approach and to figure out what is the most efficient way to get it done right now. Hey, they're back in the building. We've talked about, I think the Bills are the right team for them to kind of get back on track. They match up well. I'm not saying they're going to win, but last week was the first time in a really long time where you saw the will of the New England Patriots ripped out of their chest, right? I mean, the game went like this. It was a 5-and-out. It was a good drive for a field goal. It was an interception on the first play of the next drive, and then a 3-and-out, and the game was 23-3. I mean, New England didn't have much of a chance, and Shanahan and that San Francisco running game just abused them to the point where I think they realized, wait, I don't care what day it is. I don't think we can match up with this football team. And I think they realized that in about the second quarter where they were like, I don't think we have a chance today. And you just don't see that from New England very often or ever, really.
At Bills, at Jets, and then the Ravens on Sunday Night Football, the Patriots could get to 4-4. And, it was a game against the Ravens last year that kind of burst the bubble on a Patriots team that looked as good as any Patriots team ever has. Maybe it's a Ravens game this year that is the moment where we all say, holy crap, they've figured it out. And look no farther than the 49ers for proof that it is possible to figure things out.
Yeah.
Blown off the field by the Dolphins. Think about that. 43-17 loss to Miami, and then turn around 2 weeks later and beat the Patriots 33-6.
And dominate the Rams before
worst
that.
Home loss. Yeah, worst home loss since 1998, before Bill Belichick was even with the team. So there's hope for Patriots fans. Cowboys fans, no. Patriots fans, yes.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Well,
There's still hope in New England.
That's right. The Patriots have some still elite things about their team where you go, okay, I mean, they still have an elite head coach. We know that. Their secondary in that is still elite. And then if their O-line can just be together here and healthy, they have, it's borderline elite as well with their run game. So If they can kind of just get those two things going, it gives them a fighting chance. That's at least there is a little light at the end of the tunnel for New England. Yeah, I'm not expecting Super Bowl or anything like that, but I'm still not giving up on them like we've talked about as far as being a playoff football team. Not quite yet.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.